Especially nowadays, people don't know what keeping it real is. I'm a big fan of Jay-Z. He the reason why I got on my health kick. Y'all see him with the dreadlocks, eating big watermelons, papayas, got the sea moss going down. We don't know how old he is for real. You don't see not one gray hair. They talking about he got extensions. I think he just a brother living right, eating his Wheaties and exercising whenever he get a chance. I've been doing the same thing since I'm such a big fan of Jay-Z. The reason why I had to keep resetting this live stream is because I couldn't find my way off the toilet. Eating good, living good, man. We gotta get to this news. They got Jay-Z on the top of the list. They making it seem like he worse than Epstein. And I know when these internet streets get to tweeting, Jay-Z gonna be defeated. Him and Beyonce. They eyeing Blue Ivy. They trying to line up his kids. Kanye West done already set it off and said some of the most disrespectful things I ever heard in my life. Turn the fire on. And blow some of them flames in their face, man. All Epstein files released. From Trump, Obama, to Jigga Man, y'all. Jigga go on the list. Hove. Reasonable Doubt. In My Lifetime. Hard Knock Life. The dude that was on the top of the Billboard charts for the longest. The biggest boss that you seen thus far. He signed Rick Ross. It don't get no bigger of a boss than Jay-Z. He stunned it on Diddy. Made more money than Puff. And looked him up and down like, Cassie ain't touching Beyonce. Cassie music ain't touching Beyonce music. The way Cassie look is cool, but she ain't no Beyonce, brother. And Diddy was feeling the way about that. We talking about that Jay-Z. But you know, you always gotta go with whatever the narrative is. That's just what people do. If everybody laughing, you don't want to look like a lame. Even if you don't think it's funny, you might as well go ahead and laugh too. If everybody running, you ain't about to stand there and get bit by a dog. Be looking like John Witherspoon, scratching your head with teeth marks all in your ass. You gonna get the running too. So now that Jay-Z's in the news and people pointing the finger, people feel like they might as well point the finger too. But we gotta find out if it's worth pointing the finger. What exactly did Jay-Z do? We gotta get into these files. We gotta do the paperwork this morning. We about to figure it out together. How was Jay-Z's name included in any of this stuff? The full list of all government officials and politically exposed persons named in Epstein files trove outed by the DOJ so far includes all persons where they are or were a government official or politically exposed person, their name appears. So they trying to expose the top ranking people in the world with this thing. So this trial is something that's it's not taken lightly, man. This is some big deal stuff that you probably don't want to play with. I definitely don't want to play with it, especially when people's reputations is on the line. Because at this point, a lot of these things are allegations, but they're making it seem like they got facts, photos, videos, proof, and they trying to take it all the way there. This is scary, man. This like Pizzagate with extra pepperonis on it. And so while some popular names have been seen engaging in extensive direct email contact with Ep or his ex-girlfriend accomplice, Mrs. Maxwell, others are mentioned only in a portion of the document, including press reporting unrelated to the two convicted people. So people just throwing their wood in the fire and trying to see what stick. Keep that in mind. In media, people trying to get a story. You see them movies with them eager reporters. Remember that movie Scream? The chick was at the murder scene and she wound up getting murdered, I think, doing too much trying to get a story. So when some news hit the rumor mill, people trying to put their own special sauce on it. The media world is like a food truck place. You know how they have all the food trucks lined up and everybody got their own spin? That's basically what the media is. They'll put some sauce on it, some ketchup, throw some mozzarella. So by the time it circled around that it was some naughty behavior happening, they started to take all of the acquaintances or people that were seen in photos, people that met this man. I'm pretty sure he met a lot of people. He's a billionaire. And, you know, like-minded people want to be around like-minded people. Jay-Z just so happened to have $1 billion. I'm pretty sure he extended his hand for a handshake. The same thing with everybody else. Your circle gets smaller and smaller the richer you get. And these people are very rich. So who do you expect their friends to be? Who do you expect their associates to be? That don't mean that they in this man DMs, they texting him some freaky, or they involved in some whatever madness he had going on personally. They probably did business with the man. He a billionaire. But whatever the narrative is, you know, you just gotta take it with a grain of salt. But I'm saying be optimistic about this thing. Jay-Z was affiliated with Dame Dash. That don't mean his teeth falling out his mouth. That don't mean Jay-Z broke. They on two, and no disrespect to Dame Dash, because I don't know his financial situation, but according to the internet, like I'm saying, people put their spin on stuff, and you thinking Dame Dash living on Skid Row, but he really living in a mansion with a black maid and a white family. They need to vote him in Congress or make him the next president or something. I could see Dame Dash being the president of the United States. On these, we get Arab money, man. American money ain't worth nothing no more, man. He put that Osama bin Laden dollar on the market. You just never know with Dame. They got Alexander Acosta on the list. Gloria Allred. Shit, I know them Bloods in Compton, they upset about that. Julian Assange, Vincent Babino, Steve Bannon. And I notice every time I crack a real corny joke, the views go down. What's up with that? Let's talk about that real fast. While we talking about Jay-Z. People act like they can't stand the corny joke. Well, you in the wrong place, baby, because that's all we do. I need to start doing food reviews and things, make that shit real cheesy. Nothing but pizza, nothing but mozzarella sticks. Okay, let's get back into this. We doing too much. Who else they got on the list? They got Beyonce on the list. Corey Holcomb said she was over there telling them, I ain't even gonna say what he said, because he ain't got no filters. Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son over there, Laura, Berger, Leon Black, Anthony. So what, they gonna put them in the lineup or something? They got Cher over there, George W. Bush. They seem like they need to be on the island together. George Clooney, Brian Colleran, Bill Cosby on the list. Like, oh boy, I'm so glad to be here. This weather is so nice. When do we do the festivities? Bill Cosby walking around Epstein Island with a knife in his hand. Like, I'm looking for the party. Like, you sick motherfucker, man. He get off the plane, them pills, he dropped them pills, them shit scatter everywhere. Oh, darn. Help me get my pills. They thought you wrapped them up tightly. Bill Cosby on Epstein. They need to make a movie out of that. Ghost Dad go to Epstein Island. He trying to stop the madness, but he a ghost. Bill Cosby on Epstein. How old was he when he went over there? Was he in the wheelchair when he was on Epstein Island? Was he able to see? Because the last time I checked, he was blind, man. He just feeling for some shit over there. Barry Diller. Kathleen DuPont. John Eisenberg. He sound like he got money. A name like that, he'll sick his lawyers on you ASAP. Hey, this is Lawyer Shiesty calling for John Eisenberg. Better do whatever the hell they tell you to do, man. Like, look, we got you by the balls. And right now, you're about to go down unless you give me $250. It'd be the most aggressive lawyers that'll settle for that low. Look, buddy, you're going down. We want $15 million. Man, all I got is 500. Like, we'll take it. Bill Gates, he on the, oh man, I shouldn't even said that name out loud. Rudy Giuliani. Giuliani. He on the list. Nikki Haley, Orrin Hatch, Tony Higgins, Eric Holder. He wouldn't let me go. Like, Eric, you know what to do. Let me go. Let me go. And this ain't no laughing matter. I'm just saying. Mark Halzenball, Sarah Huckabee on the list. Her tap dancing skills probably amazing. What's her name? Huckabee. She'll put Bojangles out of business. She hop on the good foot real Huckabee. Henry Jarecki on the list. Miriam Alderson. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Strauss Audrey. You got to say these names with dignity and respect. You got to put royalty in your voice when you say these names, man. Alex Baldwin. Ehud Burback. Lena Balefalek. Jeff Bezos. Bill Biden. Oh no, it's Jill Biden. So the Biden family go over there frequently, according to this information. Tony Blair, Tory Booker, everybody on this list. Chelsea Clinton even went over there. Kurt Cobain was on the damn list. Like, there's a teen spirit over here. I can feel it, man. Yeah. Linda Collins was on the list. George Conway is on the list. Ron DeSantis is on the list. Elizabeth too. Jeffrey Epstein on his own damn list. Unless he got a twin brother or something like that. His doppelganger is on the list. Like, don't forget to list my clone. Both of us. Sarah Ferguson is on the list. Ronnie Hawk, Kamala Harris on the, oh my God. What she was doing over there? Let me find out. She got off the plane with the bonnet on tight, ready to act up with that Cardi B playing in the back. I'm about to act up. She on the plane talking big shit with her homegirls. I don't know what they trying to get people to believe with this thing. Jay-Z on the list, 82 next to Woody Allen and Michael Jackson. That's some bad company, brother. That list alone, or them names alone, they got a bad history. But what is it all about? You figure if you got money, Amazon should be good enough. What more do they want? It's probably, you know, if you want to be in our club, how low can you go type of thing. And that happens in society. If you want to join the gang, can't be no bitch. They in the gang, they got to know you ain't no bitch. In order for you to get in the gang, they ain't even going to allow you to be around them if you ain't built for the gang. You're going to have to do some things or be involved in some activities in order to let these people know that you with the shits. Ask the Crips, ask the Bloods, ask any gang or any organization. If you ain't trying to flip them burgers, baby, you ain't going to be able to work at Burger King. If you ain't with them fries and them drinks, if that's not your thing or you ain't willing, then you just ain't fit for the job. That's just life. So when you come to the billionaire club and you with them billionaire boys and you sitting on $1 billion, who you gonna talk to? You gonna call your cousin in Mississippi with your $1 billion in the bank and he living in the trailer with a baby on the way? What you think y'all gonna be talking about? Y'all gonna be talking about you helping his situation out. And it'll pretty much be like that with everybody you come into contact with, unless you just pay them up front in order to have a relationship. It gets to a point to where you have to pay for friendship. You have to pay for family. You have to pay for relationships. These relationships are paid for. I don't know what they had going on over there, but I can't imagine Jay-Z over there wilding out like that with his shirt off. And Beyonce in the other room wilding the fuck out. They make it seem like it was a resort to go full ape shit. And I would hate to imagine that these allegations are true. But y'all got to keep in mind that this stuff is still working through the system. It's still working through the media. It ain't really made it to court yet. Because when it gets to court and the law is involved, that's when all the foolishness stops. Because if you get caught in front of that judge and you put your hand on that Bible and you up there playing games, you gonna feel it. That's why when they finally take it to court, that's when the raw truth finally come out. Y'all seen what happened with Diddy. They said he had millions of bottles of baby oil in his house. They raided his compound like it was Epstein Island. They went up in Diddy's house like he was running some criminal organization, had his kids all out on the lawn. Come to find out, it wasn't even that deep. He was hiring some bozos, some ex-basketball players, some tall, slinky, linky dudes that's trying to get a sleazy dollar to come be with Cassie. That's what he got accused of, y'all. Look at this. Y'all got to see this. And make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button. Jay-Z is in serious trouble because the internet is playing with his name. The internet and social media is playing with his name. So he's in big trouble. Look at this. They raided Diddy's house. They went up and all they found was some baby oil, y'all. And they said it was thousands of, maybe he shop at Costco's. He black, his kids black, and they ain't trying to be ashy. They too flashy to be ashy. It was a lot of baby oil in the house. Whoop-de-doo. When it got to court, it ain't had nothing to do with none of this. He had a couple of hoes, and I'm surprised he ain't had more. He had a few hoes when you think about it. Diddy had Cassie, he had Kim Porter, he had Misa, he had 50 Cent baby mama, and that was it. And he wasn't working with no meat. I mean, what do you expect? But that's Negro. I ain't taking up for this, man. Like I said, you got to go with the status quo. If you ain't under the tent, you going to get rained on. So let me go on and get under this tent with y'all. Forget Diddy, forget Jay-Z, and forget all of them. Let's do that. All right, we're about to move on. I got to make sure everybody hitting them likes. Make sure we got some new subscribers, man. I got to make sure I got to check this stuff real quick. I got to have my finger on the pulse. Go with this. That's what I'm doing right now. I got to make sure my finger's on the pulse with the people out there listening. We got Mimi Fox in the building, leaving all types of comments. Mimi showing all types of love. She right there, holding your boy down. Mimi, what it do? Your wake-up call is here early in the morning. We getting it going. Good afternoon to all y'all out there. Who else we got? Andre's all great. Got positive energy in the building. Got a good brother in the comment section holding it down. Listening to the video. We got Terrell Cobb here too. Don't forget about Terrell. A real good dude about his business. It may not be the 1 million people in the chat, but these people out here that's watching, they about that positivity, man. I could promise you that. And if you want to be a part of our club, if you want to get on our wave, and you trying to burn all that BS in your life and move on to the next, then you in the right place, man. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification button too. Now we got to finish talking about what's going on with Jay-Z. Let's get into this news. Justice Department finds no Epstein client list. So the list is gone. It ain't nowhere. It's out of here. They lost it. What are they talking about? End the story. Move on to the next chapter. They shut it down. Y'all see what's happening? The U.S. Department of Justice and FBI have concluded that offender Jeffrey Epstein did not have a so-called client list that could implicate high-profile associates, and that he did take his own life. contradicting long-held conspiracy theories about the infamous case. They need to get John Scorsese on this. I know he's still out there. Scorsese, you got to do this last one, bro. This gonna be it. This all we demand of him. Somebody call him and let him know we need the job. We need Robert De Niro or somebody, Al Pacino or somebody to play Epstein. We need one of them old school mafia movie Hollywood legends to get up in this one right here. Matter of fact, we need Johnny Depp to play Ep. Who we gonna have play? We need Ashton Kutcher to come back out and do a young Trump. We want a young Epstein, a young Trump. Put Ashton Kutcher on Trump. We gonna figure out the cast. Put Lotto on Beyonce. And put Wiz Khalifa on Jay-Z. That's how we gonna do that movie. Look at this. Jay-Z and Epstein files. Ye slams rapper and resurfaced video. 50 Cent quips about documentary if they told the truth. So they about to 50 about to do a documentary on this. 50, he already got shot up for playing with people's names and doing shit. Matter of fact, let's talk about that real quick. And excuse my language, I do apologize. I'm working on that. Look. Now, 50 got his start because he was doing too much talking and outing people with that Ghetto Quran song. And the way he put it out, it wasn't metaphorically. People said he was flat ratting on the song. But my people from my hood, I'm gonna break it down iller. Supreme was a drug dealer and Prince was the killer. And they in jail like, damn, we trying to fight our cases and he out here solidifying some streets that ain't nobody need to be talking about right now. The team down bad. And his excuse, I don't know what his excuse was, but they got at him over that. And he came back and he been hitting ever since. I guess he figured that's his calling. Outing people and ruining their situation in their lives. And that's terrible when you really think about it, because why would you want to do that to another brother, man? Maybe because a nigga with my baby mama, I told her that I love her. I told him that I love her too. Punk still want to sleep with her. Off limits, did he? Now when we do what we do, and when we in the club, that's between me and him. Don't get it twisted. I used to be with Diddy till he started getting on my girls and stuff, talking about I can't dress, need to buy some new clothes. Diddy told 50 that he would take him shopping. Look what he be having on. He come around with a Gorilla Unit t-shirt on, a big furry, whatever that is, with a hat. Diddy was trying to upgrade his situation, and he got offended. He wasn't trying to be zesty. He was trying to do him a favor. When you see Diddy, he know how to dress. 50 was 30 plus dressing like that. And it was a nice gimmick, but you can do your gimmick and in your personal life, you could be fly as fuck. But even in 50's personal life, he stayed with the comfy gear on. Maybe because he a Cancer. I'm the same way. You know what? I got the same syndrome. I'm sitting over here with a hoodie on and the fitted hat right now. But that's Negro here nor there. We got to get back to Jay-Z in this list. Let's do that. They got Todd Blanche, John Bolton, Bono on the list. Ain't he a humanitarian? David Bowditch, Richard Branson. This seem like all the people he ever came in contact with. I'm pretty sure he got a lot of contacts. When you're a billionaire and y'all like to and there's money to be exchanged, hell yeah. People with money congregate with people with money. Your ass better be on the damn list. Especially if you trying to keep some money circulating. This is $1 trillion right here. Think about it. It's more than $1 trillion. All their money combined, and you got 200 and something. How many million billionaires? That's all the rich people in the world. You got Chris Tucker on the list. They probably proud to be on the list.
Like, guess what, man? I made the Epstein list. Yeah, I'm on there. Ice Cube ain't on there. Nope, Mike Evans. Ain't nobody else on the list but me, man. I did Rush Hour 1, Rush Hour 2. I did forget about the Friday movie. I did Money Talks. Yeah, I got friends in high places, man. I can get some things done for you. Just ask me.
Hey, Chris, do you think you could help me become the CEO of my power company because my electric bill is just too high?
Make a phone call, and see what I can do.
Before you know it, you own the Georgia Power or whatever the case is. They probably happy to be on the list. But with them accusations, don't nobody want to be on the list. Not for the wrong reason. They would be proud to be on this list if it was for all the right reasons. You got Mark Zuckerberg on the list, Margaret Thatcher, the Trumpster. Again, everybody on the list. If you was on the list, you would probably be popping big shit. And first of all, I'm on the Epstein list, bitch. I'm in a different tax bracket for what you talking about. It don't matter, hot dogs, hamburgers, I can afford it. What you talking? You complaining about the wrong shit, bitch. I'm on the Epstein list. You in the Cadillac with the pot belly leaned back, listening to Gucci Mane. So I say, ain't got $1 in your pocket, but that Epstein list is like credit. Hey, look, man, I want this watch. I ain't got the money, but I need you to take a look at this, man. You see, there's a Nicholas Rowe, Matthew Rice right there, Susan Rice, and my name. You take out your driver's license, and my name is right next to Stacy Blaskett. We'll let you take the watch on only under one condition, that you promise that the Hefners are willing to pay for this. I promise. That's how, what's his name? Look. I need to pull it up for y'all. Y'all gotta see this, man. It's crazy how things work. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me, please. I really do appreciate y'all. This is something else. Okay, that's exactly how this happened. Sean Kingston, mama, the OOOG, smack the shit out you and take your wallet. And wish you would say something to her crazy while she's in Jamaica. The top shot of them, okay, they balling off of credit, the fame. Do you know my son? No, not Biggie, the other Christopher. Do you know my son? Sean Kingston, right? Like, yes. If he said he's going to bring the money tomorrow, then the money will be here tomorrow. She walk off with the TV. I guess, he is with Justin Bieber. They be standing at the register talking about beautiful girl. She only want to do the dirt. I guess who I saw today? You're fired. Your boss come to work. He got his sandwich in his hand, about to do his lunch break. Where's all the fucking TVs? She was a beautiful girl. She only wants to do the dirt. There's nothing fucking beautiful about this. That's around lose your job. They come up in the mall because they ain't paying for shit, but they leaving with everything. Like, mama, I really want this ring, but I can't afford it. See, I want to bling bling like Diddy. Stop being a bitch. You have a name. You don't need money. Do you think Bob Marley cares about the money with a name like Bob Marley? His name alone is all he needs. That's right. I'm Sean Kingston. That's right. They only want to do the dirt. I'm about to go ahead. We got other stuff to talk about. And we about to get into that. All you got to do is stay tuned, baby. Hummingbird is in the building. What it do? I see ya. I see all y'all. So glad y'all tuned in. We talking about Jay-Z, people. Let's get that clear. Jigga, my nigga. What's my motherfucking name? A Jigga. Let DJ Premier drop the beat on the intro. How classic is that? That's back when them dudes was hustling like that. Ain't nobody had to know. It was a secret code back in the day. It was all hush hush in the 90s. All them hustlers, you knew what they was doing, but they ain't talk about that yet. But in their personal life, they like to kick back and listen to some Jay-Z. Like, this nigga know the street, he know what he talk. They let Jay-Z say it because they ain't want to do too much talking back then. You wouldn't know that they was hustling like that. Nigga have a regular job. Like, oh, this nigga work at Walmart, but he got like, every time I see him, he got a new pair of sneakers. He got 2 cars. He bought his mama a house. We don't know where the fuck he live at. And when you see him, he got that Jay-Z playing in his Acura. People appreciated him for the quality of music that he put out there. It was rugged, and it got a lot of people through them cold winters up north. It was gritty enough to make you say, and to see him actually become the boss that he was manifesting that whole time. Because Reasonable Doubt, that was nothing but a manifestation album. That's all it was, man. And he did it to perfection. He spoke all that into existence. Look at this. He made himself a mob figure. Look. He photoshopped, he vision boarded himself into this, man. And he turned into Lucky Lucci, man. Everybody taking L's, they want to get lucky. He turned himself into that figure. Notorious like Notorious, man. He did it to himself. That's the life he wanted. That's the life he living right now. He on that list with all them bosses. He right next to their ass. They treating this like this La Costa Nostra or something like that. They treating this file like this is the mob. And Jay-Z at the top of the board. Like Lucky Luciano. Come on, bro. That ain't the type of company he should have been. Hey, that's the company he got now. So congratulations, you did it. But I hate to see him go out like that. You know, matter of fact, let me do this real quick. Because art emulates life. You got to be careful how you play with this stuff. And Jay-Z, I love you, brother, but I got to do this real quick. You will understand if you ever get around to seeing this. What was the video? No. Oh, here we go. Let's get this out the way. Because he did a few things that had his situation all messed up. Look at this, y'all. Look. He with some chick. He all donned out, got the top hat on. Whenever you start your career with a top hat, shit gonna happen. The first time y'all seen me, I had the damn hat on. He got the hat. You gotta look out. A lot of them have it when they first start. The fucking Peanut Man, the Monopoly Man, the goddamn Planters, all that. When you see that hat, you talking $1 billion business. A lot of people not understanding that. When you see that damn hat, you're looking at $1 billion. Whenever you see it, I don't care what character it is. Jimmy the Cricket, it don't matter. Fucking rich. And they selling something that's worth billions of dollars. He came out with the hat. With a chick on his arm. On his way to be Buffett status. He in the hood. The streets trying to take him out. The streets is watching. He doing big things, but the ghetto want to see him dead. That was his whole narrative, man. And the people that's running this whole campaign are bloggers, streamers, people tweeting. They doing shit trying to take him down, man. The streets is sending shots at him. But he already knew that. That's how advanced, that's how ahead of the game the man was when he first came out. And people was feeling it. I'm still feeling it.
Feeling it. I'm feeling that.
You know Dame Dash liked that song when it came out.
Like that's the one right there, man. You know, I'm feeling it too. Matter of fact, that need to be the first single, nigga. That's what we gonna do, cause that song, it do something to me. Cause when I be in the jacuzzi with two bitches, I put that shit on, Jay. I swear, man, it just make my day, man. I'm feeling it. You feeling it, Biggs? You feeling it? You feeling it, Biggs? Okay, we feeling song. Matter of fact, that's gonna be your first single, nigga. That's how we gonna do that shit, man. We will put it out, Rockefeller Records. I already decided what my first single was gonna be. It ain't gonna be feeling it, man. I'm sorry, but it's just. The fuck you mean you gonna be feeling it? You ain't feeling it? Nigga, I'm feeling it. What's wrong with you? Why you ain't feeling the song? What, you ain't feeling me? What's going on, man? And we'll talk about it tomorrow, Dane.
Y'all see what's going on here? They at the table. Dame put himself in the middle of the table. He tried to make it seem like Jay and Biggs was his underbosses. He got two Stacey Dash chicks on the side of him while he making moves.
This is my movie, nigga. I don't give a damn if it's your video. It's my video, nigga. I don't want to call Mary J. Blige.
I know Jay-Z was sick of this dude. He was a tyrant.
I'm the boss. You do what I tell you to do, man.
Then he was sleeping on his girls. He come in the room, Dame Dash in the bed with Aaliyah, with a big cheesy smile on his face. He probably cried that night.
Knew that was my girl. I wanted her ever since R. Kelly had her. I was crushing on her since she was with him. Since she was with R. Kelly. Oh.
He probably cried that night. Look. Funerals and shit, people dying. Dame Dash don't give a fuck. He got two Stacey Dashes.
This my cousin, nigga. Don't be looking at my cousin like that. That one my cousin, that one my cousin too, nigga. Shit, they need jobs. You think I'm fucking under my cousin, nigga? Just give him some money. Make my aunt happy. Shit, you ain't know Stacey had twin sisters, did you? Okay, family got to stick together, man. Don't be looking at my cousin.
He got two Stacey Dashes with him while he making boss moves with a cigar in his mouth, looking at Jay-Z like he a little nigga in the video. That's why he did not want to sell that Reasonable Doubt catalog. Because at that time in his life, he was the boss in his mind. It wasn't about the money, it was about the principle. That's the time in his life where he felt like he was really running shit. When he was young and thugging and on the come up. When he was really out there talking shit. When he had the strength and stamina to box a nigga, man. They'll tell you in a minute. Dame was nice with his hands. Yeah, you can say what you want to say about him, boy. He get busy with his hands. I seen him put in that work before. I know you don't want to fight, nigga. I know you don't want to fight. Yeah. Pick up the gun, nigga. Pick up the gun, because I know you don't want to fight. Yeah, he was a knucklehead back in the day. And he got a lot of done, man. Dame Dash was an enforcer back then. He was like a Harlem Suge Knight in his own right back in them days. And not to say he ain't no more, but let's move on, because I'm trying to make a point. He got all this stuff going on in his life. He making phone calls to light-skinned chicks and everything. She don't even speak English. Like she's a foreigner. He on the payphone calling chicks in Brazil while his girl at home waiting for him to get back with the food. Hold on. Somebody deliver something to a house. Oh, let's keep this rolling, man. Because I'm going to show y'all where he really did it to himself. He in the car with Cassie. I wonder if Diddy knew about that. The Bentley old, but it was new back then. He was pushing the Bent with a scally cap on, like a geezer, with a young chick in the car. What part of the game is that? He had fans. He wanted to be old.
Shit, ever since I was born, I was 52. What you expect me to do?
Why he dressing like somebody's grandfather, smelling like that cheap cologne? Maybe that was it. Maybe he seen it coming up.
I can't remember Mr. Johnson used to come in his Cadillac. Old ass nigga, all the baddest bitches in the neighborhood. Can you imagine that? He owned a laundromat, grocery store, I used to see him. Had chicks coming in and out the back of the laundromat. I always wanted to be like that nigga.
Is that what happened? Cause it looked like he was manifesting some old ass nigga with money with a Cassie on his arm. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am. Look at this. They go to the club where all the bosses meet, like in the movie. What was the movie? They in there, they laughing at jokes that ain't even funny, like they do in the mob movies.
Like, guess what, man? I told her I don't have no more pepperonis. Like, Did you hear what Sonny said?
The shit don't even be fun. You laughing so the people next to you can get this theatrics of you having a good time. And Jay-Z he looked like he about to bite into a Whopper. He looked like he in pain. It looked like this the part of the video where he got shot in the ass, y'all. Damn, his lips filled up her whole forehead. He grabbed her by the back of her head and brought her into them lips.
I bet you're gonna feel it.
Like my battle.
Can't do that. Look, see, they doing that sneaky shit, talking behind his back when he ain't knowing. They whispering jokes, not knowing that he could hear real good. He pick up on all that little slick they be saying about him, man. Dame was never right. He was never a good friend to begin with. And that's why Jay-Z was happy to finally get over once and for all, bury the hatchet, bitch. Talking all that, being all disrespectful, with your head up, running your motherfucking mouth. He played it smart. He just kept on being consistent, and when it came time to stick it to the man, Dame Dash got all 18 inches, and he laughing all the way to the bank. Where Mary J. Blige at? She probably was on the bench in the video. Hold on, y'all need to see this part. I'm gonna do this real quick and we gonna keep it moving. Y'all good out there? Okay, good. Come on, look. Look at this. The hell? Hold on, he got turned out at the party, man. Y'all see what they did to him? Too much liquor, too much weed, too many pills. He lost his mind at the motherfucker. He had too much of a good time, man. That boy got loose at that party. He got all the he ready to get with all them chicks. They reaching up, they grabbing him. Poppy getting loose. They reaching up for his body. He know it's about to go down tonight, man. All them chicks coming in and out that party, man. God, wait a minute. How old is these women's? Getting in and out these cars with these men at these parties. Hey, back then we ain't have Instagram and we ain't have Twitter and all that. We ain't know how it was going down for real. We ain't know who was slipping in and out them back doors at them parties. Y'all know how raunchy them house parties used to be back in the day. You don't know who they letting slide in. The bouncer man at the door, like, I think you might as well go on and get up in there, shorty. Acting like they ain't they look dead at the ID, act like they ain't see the age on it. Like, man, what you want me to do, man? Fake IDs. I thought it said 19, man. I ain't know that the 9 was upside down. What was going on in them 90s, boy? We would never know. It looked like a lot of limousine riding. Now, most likely, they did it real big like that for the music video. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, I'm pretty sure they was living like this every day. You would imagine the hip hop lifestyle on the weekends, it goes down, especially if you're doing shows. It's a difference if you going to the club just to go to the club to be in the crowd. You're not the center of attention. That's why people throw birthday bashes and shit. At least you get to be the center of attention. Because everybody else in there, Especially nowadays, it's a bunch of flunkies standing around. But back then, if you a star and you about to go do a show and it's all about you, you the life of the party every night. Some of them people be having shows every night. Depending on, then you traveling, doing shows and stuff. Hell yeah, you living like a rock star. But what's the limit? And you got to ask yourself, what's the standard? What's the industry standard when you out there rock and rolling? How it goes in the music business and I ain't talking about just in hip hop, but in every genre. I'm pretty sure they was getting busy on the chitlin circuit. Look. Matter of fact, I know they was. They was, man, when a band or something come to town, they at the end of the night, they got laid after they got paid. Trust me, it was going down. You seen it in the movies. They do their show. Oh, we in Louisiana tonight. They do their gig. Before they even start the show, the night already hooked up. Yeah, man, Miss Hattie Mae baked the sweet potato pie, told me to drop it off for you. And here goes some macaroni and cheese and gumbo. And before you know it, the show about to start. Your ass stuck on the toilet like how I was earlier. That's probably why they call it the chitlin circuit. Because all that food, you're going to have to take a mean one by the time you get to your next stop. But that's Negro here, no day. The point I'm trying to make is, matter of fact, I'm going to further make my point before we move on so y'all can get a better understanding. This is good programming, people, because I'm not slandering the man. I'm not slandering nobody. I'm not saying that they did anything. I'm just trying to open your mind to the horizons and possibilities and aspects of entertainment for what it is. Because a lot of people confused about entertainment and reality. That's how the AI is able to advance, because people can't distinguish the difference. The common sense is gone. So let me try to reestablish a little bit of truth as far as I see it, and maybe you'll see it that way too. Look at this. Okay, I want to get a better understanding of this. When you show up looking like this, the party is going to be crazy. I'm trying to tell you. When you got these type of activities happening, the party is going to be bananas. How long it's been going on? They all had the taco meat out. They was some, man, what? You better back up. They wasn't playing. The party was wild. You better believe it. It went down. Look at his face, man. Like, yeah, boy. Like having too much of a good time. Like the party never ends. Oh my God. You don't even want to get me started with this stuff, man. People had a good time. But to what extent? Mind you, we talking about a friggin' Epstein. Draw the line. I ain't never said it got that crazy with anybody. I'm hoping it ain't really get that crazy with him. I'm hoping somebody lying. How about this, y'all? He fell in love with Kim Kardashian. Hold on, let's do this real quick. It's only gonna take a second. No, with S on it. Let's do this, man. It's a list. It's a long list. Oh, don't tell me Bieber smashed them cheeks too. Do not tell me that Justin Bieber, got them Kardashian cheeks. Don't do it. Do not do this right now, man. I know this ain't happening. I knew about him, the football, the Heisman dude. Remember him? Okay, they not trying to get into them Bieber and Kim Kardashian. The point I'm trying to make is this, right? Kanye West fell in love with her, knowing her history, knowing all of the stuff and people she was involved with in her career. So what was Kanye West into before he got around to Kim Kardashian? What made him so dumbfounded to where he will wipe her up? Why did Kim Kardashian give Kanye West validation enough to make him marry her and have multiple kids? Look at this. This is his origin story. He met Dame Dash, and they thought them pink polos was gonna hurt the rock. He got his start with Dame Dash. Look at this. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, look, this is what we doing. Y'all looking? Okay. Lee Daniels got his start with Dame Dash. Dame put a lot of people in the game. He was the hookup. He made things. Not only did he make things happen for Jay-Z, he was making things happen for other people too. So who was Dame connected with that? What was his link? Who did he get connected with in order for him to be making boss moves like that? Who was his mans? Whenever there's a story about somebody acquiring wealth through the streets, there's always the man or a man. The Scarface movie, he had to have his plug. Yeah, Superfly was working for the man. Who's his man? Who's his guy? To where he could make things happen for other people like that. And the people he made things happen for, okay, let's do this. Because I ain't trying to slam. I would never play with Dame Dash like that. Because I respect the man. And I know I wouldn't say that nothing disrespectful to Dame Dash. I wouldn't want to disrespect Dame. I'm just trying to make a point. Look. Hold on. When he put Cameron on, he was very, very flamboyant at the time. And that's cool. You know, but when he started rocking with Dame the long way and signed to Rockefeller. Now Kanye say that Cameron got it to pop. Kanye was already on that, coming there with some pink bubble gum shit on, and they looking at him like, who this cupcake or whatever. Cause they had on jerseys and fitteds and big baggy FUBU jeans back then. Kanye came in there dressed up like he was going to a swingers club or whatever. But Cameron got it to pop. So in their circle, behind the scenes, it was cool. And if it wasn't for Cam, they would have had to keep on living in secrecy. And I ain't saying they was sleeping with each other or nothing like that. I wouldn't know their personal business, but it's definitely something weird going on there. So if you got Kanye strange and deranged, you got Cameron, who I think is the dopest rapper ever, was pinked out. That's his Harlem swag or whatever the case. I ain't hating on Cam. Then you got Lee Daniels. He permed out, shirmed out, got $2 million up out of Dame. The list goes on. Matter of fact, let's just go down the list. Oh, man. It's going to take a little time, but we're going to get there, man. As long as we stick together. We're going to go down the list. Because they talking about the Epstein list. What about the Dame Dash list? Since they want to put a list on people, everybody got a list. You got a list. All them skeezers and them goofies and lames you done dealt with in your lifetime. What if they put all them on your list? Can you imagine their names associated with your name because you had a relationship, a fling, a one-night stand, you dated somebody for 2 or 3 months, now they on your list? Can you imagine if they exposed the faces of your list to the world? You would be embarrassed. If my list ever got out there, man, could throw up. Especially seeing them now. Like, damn, I used to mess with that. I was talking to them. Like, damn, I used to be friends with a crackhead. You wouldn't even know it until your list got exposed. Look, Kevin Hart, Some short dude from Philly. He ran in on the state property.
Like, oh, they fucking with niggas from Philly? Okay, well, I'm from Philly too. You know what I'm saying? You know, I do my comedy thing, maybe. Dame Dash, bro, being single, I like him. You know, Chris and Eve, you got the young guns and shit. You know, shit, I'm from Philly too. Let me get down with them, you know.
I can only imagine how he kissed Beanie Siegel's ass when he got around Beans.
Like, yo, shut your punk ass up, nigga. I ain't never seen you from round my way talking about you a comedian. Your ass from the burbs, nigga. I guess I am from the suburbs, and I know my A's and B's and C's too. What you gonna do, nigga? Yo, this nigga, he kind of funny. Yo, dang, I think we should keep him around. That nigga funny as hell, man. Like, I ain't rolling no weed. I ain't doing none of that stuff. What y'all want me to do?
Close the door.
A lot of people don't know this about me, man. See Jay-Z? You like him? Yeah. When I first met him, you know, matter of fact, we gonna keep that a secret. We ain't gonna talk about me and Jay-Z. You see what Cameron doing with all the pink shit on? You know, got producer Kanye. We working on his music too. He a little fruity and booty and all that. You know, shit. That's how we get down nowadays. Like, so what you trying to do? Like, so you mean to tell me I have to do what now?
Dude, drop your drawers.
Drop my drawers?
Like, yeah, chocolate dropper.
You know, I think I like that. You know, since I went through with it, I might as well take that name.
He probably couldn't sleep at night for months.
Like, that nigga called me chocolate dropper.
That was his nickname around Rockefeller, allegedly.
Like, yo, chocolate drops. Heard you had doodle stains in your drawers.
Like, chocolate dropper.
I told nigga drop his drawers. They got stains in his drawers, man. I couldn't believe it, man. I told him go wash his butt. Then came back, nigga still had stains in his drawers. I had to give nigga some underwear, all that, man. I don't know what they chocolate droppers, man. That's what they call me?
He turned it into a rap name. Allegedly, I don't know. Overly zesty mind activities, I know that much. It's embarrassing. But when it comes to these weirdos like Shannon Sharp, he sat down with Dame Dash. I know Dame drunk that whole bottle and cussed Shannon Sharp the fuck out before the end of the interview. He wound up owing Dame Dash some money by the time the interview was over.
And nigga, you placed a bet, man. The game was playing in the background. You said the Lakers was gonna win. The Lakers ain't win, man. Give me my $1 million, man. No, fuck that, nigga. We made a bet when we was doing the interview. We took a little break and went to the bathroom and all that. Told you the Lakers was up. You said the Celtics was gonna win. Celtics ain't win. Lakers won, nigga. Give me my money.
I'm not giving you a dime, sir. That's not what I'm going to do. No, I'm not giving you a dime. If I had the money, you think I got $2 million? Shit, bitch, just took $20 million from me. Dang. I ain't got no money. You asking the wrong one. You playing with the wrong one. They ain't trust me. You playing with the wrong one.
Hey, put your shirt back on, nigga. I don't even need the money like that. You know I got money.
But that's Negro here nor there. Do I believe that Jay-Z did them things they said he did? I don't believe none of it. And I got to make another point before I go. What time is it? Okay, I got enough time to make another point. I'm so glad y'all listening. All the people out there watching. Make one more point before I go. Okay, let's get it on. That point is, when you get older, you have no choice but to change. To a certain extent. It's best to change all the way together. I think that Jay-Z changed all the way together. I don't think he's up to the same things he was up to. Whatever he was up to. I don't know what he was up to, but whatever it was, I don't think he's up to those things at this point in his life. I think whatever he done in the past is his past. Everybody got a past. And his past is not the most glorious past. But people made his past glorious. That's how he was able to become successful. People will build you up to tear you down. All the stuff they trying to tear him down for is the same things that built him up. Crime, all that madness he associated with now is the same thing people championed him for back in the day. They will build you up. That's like how they fatten up a hog or a cow. You see the damn pig, it's so fat it can't even walk. You see the chicken, it's so big, it can't even pick itself up. They will fatten you up just to eat you. And that's what we witnessing with a lot of celebrities, a lot of entertainers, a lot of famous people, a lot of wealthy people. It's sort of like people want to see the cycle of it all. People want to see the decay. You're shining for too long. They want to see if you can rust. That's what they dragging him through the process, to see if he can actually rust. But at the same time, people make bad decisions. People do things. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this briefly, and then I'm gonna really leave it alone. Yeah, and I'm gonna start talking about this more to help people get an understanding of this type of freakage, as far as I see it. So, when Michael Jackson came up on big money, when that Thriller came out and that bank account said swoop, he got to thinking, how do I want to live my life? What do I want? You figure you give me Thriller money, I live on top of the building. On top of the building. I'm in a skyscraper with windows so big, you can see the whole damn city. It's so sleek. It's so bachelor pad. It's so silk. It's so suave. It's so nice. It's so cozy. The whole top floor. And on that elevator is whatever I desire in life. You figure, think about it. If you came up on Thriller money, how would you set your situation up? You would fit it to play into the life that you're trying to live or what you like. If you like big women, you might buy a couple of pickup trucks or something like that, or some SUVs. You ain't gonna get no little sports car. If you into plus size women's, you're not gonna go out there and get a little Corvette. I mean, I wouldn't. Unless you plan on, I don't know. Or if you, it depends on what you into, man. If you like church girls, you're not gonna get a big tattoo on your face unless it's a face of Jesus. The point I'm trying to make is, Michael Jackson, with his Thriller money, bought an amusement park. For what adult? Not only did he buy an amusement park, but he turned it into a zoo. He made it kid friendly and safe. And it looked like a front. He built an amusement park for the kids. And you figure his intentions was to have kids there at Neverland Ranch. His intentions was to have kids everywhere at the ranch. And you figure it's a kind-hearted gesture, not for a grown-ass man with no kids, a black man with no kids. I wish I would. You come out the house dressed up like Bernie Mac with that good cologne on, and it's a bunch of kids running around the damn yard. You will lose your damn mind. People dropping their kids off to you like you a daycare center, and you got to pay for all this so they little asses could be running around. Hey, I guess he had a big heart with all his generosity. I'm not trying to say he was a monster, but if you flip the other side of that coin and take a deeper look, you may find something very sinister there. And it goes even. You can go so deep off into this to where, you know, there'll never be an ending of where this man's psychology was and what drove him to that point, and how long have he been thinking this way in his head. Now, don't get me wrong. He created magic when magic was still creatable, and that's something it's impossible now. And that's why people not willing to put in the effort, because it seems like Mission Impossible. The magic is gone. Look at this. Okay. Y'all remember him walking with them damn lights coming off the street, the curb, the sidewalks glowing and all that stuff? They were creating magic at the time. They were not just musicians, but magicians. And the feeling that they created resonated with people, and it made people feel good. And he had a special craft, a remedy, a formula for the music / magic that he was creating. And he was serious. He knew what he was doing. He was serious, and it was intentional, and people felt it. And he generated millions, if not billions of dollars for doing it. The only way people been able to create magic since the 80s. If you was born in the 80s, you was born in a magical time, because that was the last era that it really existed. In the 90s, let me show y'all something. Diddy invented the remix. That's the only way they could keep the magic alive, is by sampling the magic that was created during the time where magic still existed through the music, because they used real instruments. It was organic. It's something they've been practicing for ages. Is a raw art form turned into something digital through the sampling. The magic was there, but it wasn't original. They had to duplicate the magic to keep the magic alive. And they've been able to do that for, I don't know, 10, 20 years in hip hop, 30 years. The whole hip hop era was a big sample. Hip hop started from recycling magic that already existed. It's all samples, all James Brown samples, the jazz, Miles Davis, all samples. So therefore, we haven't been creating real magic for a long ass time as black people. There's no new food after macaroni and cheese. And when you think about it, we in bad shape. And Diddy reigned for a long ass time resampling music that was actually worth a damn. And when they asked Quincy Jones about Diddy, matter of fact, let me pull it up since I'm talking about it. Oh, God. Oh, man. I talked about it before, but, it really make you question some things. The savage digs Quincy Jones made about Diddy before his death as shocking orgy decor of jailed rappers, 500K freak off rumors revealed. Quincy was talking shit about Diddy. In 2020, during a Spotify launch, Jones joked Combs couldn't recognize a B flat note. Now that's nothing to somebody that don't know absolutely nothing about music, but for real musicians, that will make them laugh their ass off. And he's right. This Quincy Jones, he is Fantasia Anastasia. He is the damn Mickey Mouse man. Yo, let me show y'all something. Talk about making magic. This man, where do I even start? Okay, I'm just gonna do this. This nigga made the music that Michael Jackson grew up to, and all that, the theatrics, the horns and all the strings, the theater of it all. Quincy Jones had his hands in that. And people was raised up on these movies, people from children, and this man was the composer of so much great American art, raw organic music to understand theater, rhythm, is magic, man. It's something, he had the gift. And it's something before technology. If either you had it or you ain't have it, man. He had it. And I honestly don't think it exists no more. And if it do, people's minds are so feeble to where they wouldn't even appreciate it. It's too much effort for too little appreciation. That's what's happening. People don't want to put in the effort because a lot of times, especially in certain cultures, you don't get the appreciation for the effort. But whatever. What do I know? The point I'm trying to make with this whole video is Jay-Z is catching hell. And maybe somebody needs to just cut it out. Let that man breathe. We gonna see how it go. We gonna see how deep the list is. Yo, all the people out there watching, let me show y'all some love real quick, man. All these people in the building, y'all showed up for me. I really do appreciate y'all. Well, I know y'all showed up for Jay-Z, but I'm here too, so it is what it is. Perfectly Imperfect is in the building. What it do? Mimi Fox, Terrell Cobb. Yo, Mimi Fox, you number one. You working the hell out that chat, man. You killing it on the catwalk. LaVon Blandon is in the building. Reese Noah's here too. Mimi Fox, you killing it in the chat, baby. Perfectly Imperfect, you doing your thing too. I see you, brother. Hold on, who number two? Who number two? We ain't got no number two. Matter of fact, Perfectly Imperfect, right on time. Yo, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all putting it down in the chat for me. Nothing but love. All right, we got a couple more shows to do. And hold on, Charles Battles in the building. What it do, C Battles? Man, good man. We gonna be doing this Jay-Z stuff now. Because I'm trying to stay ahead of the curve. I already see what's happening, man. It's going to be more Jay-Z today. Because it's so many ways this can go. And so many ways it's going to go. His legacy, I mean, the foundations of it all is flawed. And that's what they're about to be exploiting heavily. The mafioso, the mob boss, the crime guy. And he flaunted it. The sound bites, the clips, the visuals is going to be ugly. When they take him from the matter of fact, let me show y'all what's going to be terribly ugly. Because we seen the Can't Knock the Hustle. What's the other one? Hold on, look. And I'm trying to soften the blow. I ain't trying to add on to the, I already know it's crazy. I'm not trying to add on to the madness, but y'all got to see this for what it is. Hold on. You got Joe Torre, one of the Tories. I think that's Joe Torre. The one that was in the movie Poetic Justice. That's him. He's in Jay-Z's video. Like how Snoop Dogg had the matter of fact, let's do that real quick. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy this part. And I need y'all to stick around for the ride. Look, it was because the East Coast was competing with the West Coast at the time. And Snoop Dogg was killing the game. Biggie, all of them was biting off the West Coast. All of the East Coast dudes. So Snoop Dogg came out with the Doggy Dog World. And it was a smash. It hit hard. The video featured famous people. He did it for the old school legends. He had them singing, dancing. He brought it back. And people, during that time, people loved it. People were still watching Superfly and all the movies back then. So when Snoop brought it back one more again, the party was still cracking. Jay-Z, on the East Coast, he got him a good comedian for his pimp shindig. He had the pimp show up to the Players Ball. They getting out their cars, just like on the Snoop Dogg video. They in Harlem. It's an old school. They got afros, bell bottoms, just like the Snoop Dogg video. Jay-Z did his a little different for the East Coast. And that's why Tupac was so pissed off when Snoop Dogg was riding with Biggie them, because Tupac felt like they was phony. because a lot of them everybody was riding Tupac wave. Everybody was on that California love in one way or another, regardless of where you was from. So when Jay-Z was doing, Dame Dash was busting moves like this, biting off Snoop, eating off Snoop, he in the back of the car with his hoes, got two of them, like he Goldie. And this is his music video. This is his Players Ball. And I think he won the damn trophy at the end. Yup, he won the Players Ball. With a Beyonce lookalike. With Cleopatra Jones. Before Beyonce was even born, probably. When Beyonce was playing with them Barbies and Kennens. You can't stop a player's game in the ninth inning. I've been sinning since you've been playing with Barbies and Kennens. You can't stop a player's game in the ninth inning. Ain't that some shit? Hey, it is what it is. We're about to move on, but I'm stuck. Did Snoop Dogg win the Players Ball at the end of his video? He sure did. He won the Players Ball. Damn, they've been biting for a long ass time. The East Coast some biting motherfuckers, but want to take all the credit. And that's why the South and the West Coast can't stand it. But when you got a monopoly over the game, it is what it is. We got a lot more to talk about. Y'all stay tuned. So much love for y'all. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. We gonna be back. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? There y'all go. Make sure y'all hit them like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button too so you will know when I come back. And I'm gonna be back real soon because we got things to do. We gotta work this Jay-Z case. We gotta soften the blow at least. We don't know how deep it's gonna get, but the story is developing. And this is the place where you're going to find it. Right here on the Sean Blazerston channel. So much love for y'all. Y'all be good out there. I'm going to be back at y'all real soon with more Jay.